What's up, guys? It's Ryan from thepackershub.com. Today we're going to be doing a post-draft prediction for the NFC North. How are things going to shake out? Who's going to win the division? So, yeah, let's jump right into it. So, looking at the Bears 2017 draft, obviously it was the worst in the NFC North. Mitch Trubisky traded up from 3 to 2. They gave up way too much to get him. He would have been there at 3 all along. Gave up a third and a fourth rounder, and I believe a third next year. Gave up way too much to get the guy. For a lot of people didn't even think he was the number one quarterback in the class. I thought it was Patrick Mahomes. Others thought Deshaun Kaiser, or any other number of guys, Deshaun Watson, whoever it is. So Mitch Trubisky, not even thought of as the number one. He wasn't the clear-cut number one quarterback, and the Bears just traded up to number 2. He was going to be there at number 3. 49ers played the Bears all day long. So yeah, and as a result, a team that needed a ton of draft capital ended up with 5 total draft picks. They got Mitch Trubisky, Adam Shaheen, Eddie Jackson, Tariq Cohen, and Jordan Morgan. I don't know how this draft is going to make them a better team. I did hear an argument this past weekend about how Ryan Pace is from New Orleans, and when he was at New Orleans, he had Drew Brees, Darren Sproles, and Jimmy Graham, and that's what Ryan Pace was trying to do in this draft. He was trying to get his Drew Brees and Mitch Trubisky, his Jimmy Graham and Adam Shaheen, and his Darren Sproles and Tariq Cohen, but I don't know. I don't think that those guys are going to be those kinds of players. Pretty lofty expectations. So, yeah, the Bears get like a D- or an F for this draft. I mean, because we all know what's going to happen. Mike Glennon's going to start off the season. They're going to do really poorly. They're going to feel the heat. Everybody's jobs are on the line, so they're going to throw Mitch Trubisky in. He's going to be put into the fire. He's going to play poorly inevitably, because he's a rookie quarterback. He needs time to learn. And at the end of the season, Ryan Pace is going to lose his job. John Fox is going to lose his job. Everybody's going to lose their job, and the Bears are going to have to start from scratch. So, yeah, that's how this draft is going to treat the Bears. Looking at the Detroit Lions, first pick, Jarrad Davis, then Tease Tabor, Kenny Galladay, Jalen Reeves-Maybin, Michael Roberts, Jamal Agnew, Jeremiah Ledbetter, Brad Kaya, and Pat O'Connor. So, looking at Jarrad Davis, they should have went with Reuben Foster. They needed a game changer at middle linebacker, and they got Jarrad Davis. Now, Jarrad Davis is a good replacement for Stephen Tulloch, but Reuben Foster is like a Navarro Bowman kind of linebacker. I mean, the guy can do everything. He flies all over the field, and he just sticks people. So they picked the wrong guy, but Jarrad Davis might be better for what they want to do. I don't know. I thought they should have gone with Reuben Foster. Tease Tabor, the guy ran a 4.77 at his pro day. That's inexcusable. Aaron Rodgers is going to light that guy up all day long, especially with Jordy and Devontae and Randall. Tease Tabor's not going to keep up with those guys. Now, I do like Tease Tabor, but when you run a 4.77 at your pro day, I'm not a speed guy. I'm not a 40 guy, but when you run that poorly, I don't know how successful you can really be at the NFL level. Just my thoughts. Kenny Galladay, thought that was a big reach. Jalen Reeves-Maybin, potential steal. He was a day 2 kind of guy. A lot of people thought at one point before all of his injuries. So and then Michael Roberts could potentially be a big red zone target for them. He had 16 touchdowns. He can really get up there and get the ball in the end zone. So potential steal for them at tight end. Overall, they got I'll give them like a C+, because I do like Jarrad Davis. I just thought that they got the wrong linebacker there. Tease Tabor I do like, but he's gonna need to show a lot that he's faster than a 4.77, because that was very poor. And in one of my videos, I expressed my concerns about how the concerns that I had for Tease Tabor. Kenny Galladay I like, but I thought they could have got him in like the 5th round. Best draft of the class of the NFC North is obviously the Vikings. They got Dalvin Cook, Pat Elflein, Jaleel Johnson, Ben Gideon, Rodney Adams, Danny Isidora, Bucky Hodges, Stacy Coley, Ifedi Odin-Ego, I don't know how you say his name, Elijah Lee, and Jack Tocho. Elijah Lee and Ifedi, those guys are two pretty big steals. I thought they probably should have gone in the 4th or the 5th round. I like Elijah Lee's instincts, and I like Ifedi's ability to set the edge in the run game, and he's got a pretty solid bull rush, and he's not just a bull rush guy because he can also swim. He can swim. He can spin out of it, so he's got counter moves. Bucky Hodges was an absolute steal. I loved Pat Elflein. I think he can move to guard for them. Jaleel Johnson is going to be a solid D tackle for them. Really fits their system perfectly. And Dalvin Cook, the guy was supposed to be a top 15 pick all day long until like the past 2 weeks leading up to the draft. So I think they got a bunch of huge steals. I love their draft. I'll give it like an A+. I mean, this is a draft that could really help them not only this year but in the years to come. And then you look at the Packers draft, Kevin King, Josh Jones, Montravius Adams, Vince Beagle, Jamal Williams, D'Angelo Yancey, Aaron Jones, Devontae Mays, Kofi Amici, and Malachi Dupree. A draft I'll give like a C, but I'm just not a huge fan of it because Kevin King and Josh Jones to me were combine risers. Kevin King was supposed to be like a late 3rd round pick. Josh Jones was supposed to be a 4th round kind of guy. So, you know, we took a couple of guys just because they performed really well at the combine. Montravius Adams, I love a lot, but I don't know where he's going to fit on our defense because we have really good D-line depth. Vince Beagle, probably the best pick of the draft, but now he just had foot surgery, so how much is he really going to play? Jamal Williams, I think he can. He's going to win the number 2 running back spot behind Ty. So I do like the draft, but it's very iffy. It's very boomer bust to me. Kevin King could either be great or he could be trash because, you know, this guy was supposed to go late 3rd round. We took him at the beginning of the 2nd. So we'll see how things shake out. Now, as this perspective of how do I see the division playing out, I see the Bears coming in dead last. They're going to be probably in contention for a top 5 pick again. At least I hope they are. I have a $20 bet on that, so I hope the Bears do poorly. Well, I do and I don't because I don't want them to get a good draft pick, but I want the $20. So whatever. Pick your poison. So then I think for the number 2 and 3 spot, it's going to be between Minnesota and Detroit. Because, I mean, let's be honest, guys. The road to the NFC North Division Championship is through Green Bay. It goes through Aaron Rodgers' hands. You got to beat the best to be the best. So the road to being and to winning the division goes through Green Bay. You got to beat Aaron Rodgers and those boys before anything else. And no one's done it consistently. The only ones who are doing anything consistently in that division is the Green Bay Packers. 5 division titles in the past 6 years. The Packers look poised to do it again. But I think it's going to be really interesting because the Detroit Lions are a fringe playoff team and the Vikings have a really good defense, and now that they upgraded their offense with Dalvin Cook, Pat Elflein, and Bucky Hodges, I think they could be a big team on the rise. Now, Sam Bradford had a decent year last year. I don't know how he's going to perform again this year, but having Dalvin Cook take the pressure off of him, and Bucky Hodges is a huge 6'6", 260-pound athlete, runs 4.57, jumps 38 inches in the vertical. So they made a lot of offensive strides in the draft, which should help out Sam Bradford a lot. So it's going to be really interesting to see who gets that 2nd spot because they could be in the wild card for the playoffs. So like I said, the road to the division title goes through Green Bay. Until anybody shows anything otherwise, Green Bay is gonna win this division, and I feel very confident saying that. In my record prediction, I said that they would go 13-3 after the draft. I still feel the same way. So that's about it, guys. That's about all I got for you today. Check out thepackershub.com for articles. Check out my Twitter and Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.